Hi guys! I recorded the Power of Makeup tag for you guys today, so I only put makeup on one half of my face. Don't I look so weird? Oh my gosh, it's so crazy. I was going for a more natural look, but, oops, wrong side. The wing on this eye got a little bit carried away. It just kept getting thicker and thicker one of those days. So we ended up just doing a full glam eye. It's actually completely matte besides my inner corner and my brow, which is so weird. I never want to do matte, but I used the Modern Renaissance palette. Like I told you guys, the matte colors in this palette are just magnificent, so I ended up doing an all matte eye. So if you guys want to see how I got this look on this half of my face, go ahead and keep on watching. So first I'm going to go in with my TooFaced HangoveRX primer just for that hydration on my skin. It's going to be weird to only put makeup on only half of my skin. It's not normal. I might have to use a makeup wipe and something. Like I put enough to put it on both. Then I'm going to go through with my POREfessional, which is my favorite smoothing primer. So I'm just going to get probably more than I should because I'm only doing half of my face. But still, we're just going to rub that in on my cheeks that are right here. My pores that are right here. And then I'll do half of my nose. Alright, now I'm going to go through and color correct my redness that you can see here on my cheeks. And I'm going to use my LA Girl Pro Concealer in the shade Green. Just going to use the brush and put a little bit over the redness that is there. And then I do prefer to blend this out with my finger because I feel like none of the product gets lost. I found that if I use a beauty blender or a brush, some of the product gets taken off and then the color pigmentation is not there, so the green is gone and it doesn't do its job canceling out the red. Okay, so now I'm going to go through with my concealer, Naked Urban Decay concealer in the shade Light Neutral, which basically matches my skin tone now that I'm tanner since we're in the summertime. Alicia never wants to leave the pool. She always wants to be in the pool, always swimming. So we're getting our tan on. She looks like she's wearing her swimsuit still when she takes off her swimsuit. So we're getting our tan on. So this basically matches my skin tone now. And I'm just going to go through with on these big ones that are still showing up pretty red. And cover them, conceal them with concealer. And then I am going to use my beauty blender to blend that concealer out. Alright, now for foundation today, I'm going to be using my TooFaced Born This Way foundation in the shade Nude. I just haven't used it in a while, so I'm going to give it a good shake. Make sure it's nice and mixed up. I'm just going to pump a little bit of it out onto the back of my hand. Lightly dot it onto my skin. And then blend it out with my beauty blender. Okay, so now I'm going to go through and highlight and conceal my under eyes with my Urban Decay Naked Concealer in the shade Fair. I'm going to go ahead and blend that concealer out using my beauty blender. Now I'm going to go in and contour my cheekbone using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Powder Contour Kit. And I'm going to use the shade Fawn. Yes, the shade Fawn to chisel out that cheekbone. I'm just using the Morphe M334. I've got that contour placed down, I'm going to go through with my Benefit Hoola to kind of bronze up the rest of my face. I don't like walking around with just a cool line down the side of my face, so I generally use Hoola or another type of warm bronzer to make that contour not as harsh. You can contour with just Hoola by itself if you wanted to, but for me, it seems to be just a little too warm for my skin tone to use it just by itself as contour. So if I want a sharp cheekbone, I'll go in with a cool tone shade and then use Hoola to blend it out. And make my hair a mess. I'm going to go through and clean up that contour using the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder. So I'm just going to let that sit and bake. I'm going to try to do a brow tutorial right now, so hopefully that'll be coming at you in the next couple of videos. And I'll be back in a minute to do our eyes. Alright, so now I've got you zoomed in. We're going to go ahead and do our eyeball for the Power of Makeup tag. I did film myself doing this brow, and I must say I think it turned out good. Hopefully the footage came through, and we will be able to put that up next. So I'm just going to go through and prime my eye using my new MAC Painterly Paint Pot. If you watch my first impressions, I'm pretty much obsessed with how this primes my eyes. So I'm just going to go ahead and apply that all over the eyelid using my finger. I'm going to go through with Tempera on that Sigma E40 and set that base that I just laid down. Next, I'm going to go in with Warm Taupe and use that as my transition shade. Using my same Sigma E40, I'm just going to lay that into my crease using circular / windshield wiper motions. Now I'm going to go through with Primavera on my e.l.f. smudge brush and highlight my brow bone. Next, on a Sigma E25, I'm going to go through with a little bit of Venetian Red and add that to my lower crease. I'm going to try and keep this color low and tight to the crease, but making sure to blend it in with that warm taupe that's already laid down there. I do want that warm taupe to be the main color in my crease, but I want to add a little color to the look using Venetian Red. I'm just going to go very slow in small windshield wiper motions and keep that color nice and tight to the outer V. I'm going to go back through with that E40 and make sure that those colors are blended together. Using my finger, I'm going to apply Bueno Fresco all over my lid. Now I'm going to go through with my Morphe E17 brush and the shade Vermeer. I'm just going to highlight my inner corner using that shade. Now using my Kat Von D tattoo liner in the shade Trooper, I'm going to add the outline of a wing and go through and fill it in using my NYC liquid liner. So first, drawing the outline of the wing with my Kat Von D Tattoo Trooper liner. So now that I've got the basis of the wing drawn out, I'm going to go through and fill it in using my NYC liquid liner. I'm going to go through and curl my lashes. Add a coat of Tarte's Tartiest Lash Mascara, Lash Pink. Now I'm going to go through and add a pair of Faux Mink lashes by Huda Beauty in the style Jade. I'm going to go ahead and add some Urban Decay Perversion to my waterline and my Tightline. I'm going to go through with my Morphe M507 and the color Love Letter and smoke out my lower lash line. Using the same brush, I'm going to go through and blend that out using Warm Taupe. I'm going to go through and add my favorite bottom lash mascara, which is the itCosmetics Tightline Mascara. And that completes the eye. So we're going to finish up the rest of our face. I'm going to go through and dust off whatever baked remains there. Some of it already got dusted away. I'm going to go through with my Tarte blush in the shade Entertain. Add that to the tops of my cheekbones, or the apples of my cheeks rather. I'm going to go through with my Anastasia Glow Kit in that glow, and I'm going to use a mix of Sunburst and Bubbly and add that to the tops of my cheekbones using a Morphe M501. I'm just going to swirl into both colors, tap it off, and then highlight those cheekbones. Now I'm going to go through and line my lips with Freestyle by Bare Minerals. It's a lip liner. I'm going to line my lips and fill them in completely. Half of them. I'm going to go over that with Anastasia Beverly Hills Gloss in the shade Butterscotch. So that completes my Power of Makeup tag. As you can see, I look completely different with makeup. I love makeup. I love playing with makeup. It makes me feel more confident in myself. I love the fact that when I have makeup on, nobody really stares too much at my skin. They look me more in the eyes. They don't see my acne. They see me. So that's really important to me. I'm not saying I'm not confident leaving the house without makeup on. If you ask my husband, 99% of the time I don't wear makeup, considering I do work from home most of the week. I am makeup free. But I love playing with makeup, and I love the way makeup makes me feel, and so this Power of Makeup was just more for myself to see. I know I've done it once before for Instagram, but that was when I was like barely getting into makeup, so I can see that I've come a long way since doing that post. Now it's going to be interesting to post this on Instagram as well. If you don't follow me on Instagram, go ahead and do that. I'll leave the link down below. So I hope you guys like this Power of Makeup tag. If you've done the Power of Makeup tag, let me know in the comments below so I can check yours out as well. Also, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. Subscribe to my channel if you aren't already. You totally want to be if you're not. Trust me, I'm fun. And I'll catch you guys in my next one. Bye, guys.